Execution does not like complexity, right? The two best friends of execution are simplicity and transparency. And we actually think that a lot of the reason for the popularity of 4 disciplines is because it drives simplicity and transparency. Even before getting to the disciplines, I want you to think about a simple mental framework for removing a lot of unnecessary complexity from what you're trying to accomplish. If you look at any strategy or anyone's plan, right, for their operation, you can always see 3 components. Separating these components out turns out to be very helpful because each component executes in a completely different way. The first component is called stroke of the pen. These are all of the things that you can basically do with money or authority because you said so. Think of them like chess moves. They take brains, they take guts. There's big consequences associated with them, but they're gonna happen because you said so. Now, on the other side, that's the day job. That's the whirlwind. That's where all the KPIs live. That's everything we're doing to maintain the operation today. That's being sustained by your existing processes and a lot of firefighting. If our strategies or our plans were only made up of these 2 components on the outside, the topic of execution probably wouldn't feel that daunting. It's the middle section. That's where the real execution challenge is. Those are those stroke of the pen elements that aren't happening, right? These are things you can't get done with a stroke of the pen, or they're that key performance indicator. They're that aspect of the whirlwind that's not improving no matter how much you focus on it or beat the drum. These things in the middle inevitably require a change in what we're doing, a change in behavior, or worse, a change in habit. And these objectives, they don't get along well with the whirlwind either, okay? This is where we focus the 4 disciplines of execution. 4 disciplines are not meant to be used across all 3 categories, therefore the middle. Now, what we've learned is that even taking a few minutes and starting to break your existing priorities and your plan into these 3 categories starts to remove some of that feeling of complexity and may even lower your blood pressure a little bit. If you're thinking about joining us, take a few minutes and start to frame the various things that you're doing in these 3 categories.